Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Somerset Patriots ballpark, now the AA team of the New York Yankees. My name is John Sterling, and how powerful is Steve Kalafer? He ordered this day. This ball club has been alive here for 20 years, and now they're moving into a new frontier as you combine Steve Kalafer and Josh and Jonathan and all the dealerships and the Somerset Patriots in this beautiful ballpark, and now they join the New York Yankees, the most famous name, the winningest organization in our sports history. Anyway, we welcome you. It's going to be quick, but it's just a precursor to all the great things that are going to happen with the marriage of the Patriots and the Yankees. And speaking of Yankees, here is the former American League Cy Young Award winner, Sparky Lyle. And world champion second baseman, world champion coach for the New York Yankees, Willie Randolph. And now we move this along. Here is the longtime general manager of the Somerset Patriots, Mr. Patrick McVerry.
Thank you, John. What a voice, huh? Wow. Round of applause for John Sterling. First, welcome everyone, and thank you for being here for this exciting news. I'd like to thank our staff, coaches, players, marketing partners, and fans for helping us build something very, very special here. Over 2 decades ago, I was on this very spot for the first time. I had traveled here from the Meadowlands Arena, where I was working at the time, to hear about a new ballpark, a new team, a new league, and some guy named Kalafer is trying to do it all. So I said, maybe I'll help him out. This was an empty parking lot. There was an orange traffic cone, a spray-painted square that identified where home plate was going to be located. Well, that empty parking lot became this beautiful ballpark. And now, the New York Yankees, the most recognizable sports brand in the world, is coming to TD Bank Ballpark. Incredible. How did this happen? Some might call it magic. I call it Steve Kalafer. Let me introduce the wizard himself, Chairman Emeritus, Steve Kalafer.
Thank you, Patrick. I wonder where the wizardry is today. It's a beautiful day, and if I was the wizard, we'd be having Toto and everybody showing up today. All kidding aside, as Patrick spoke about our journey here, so many thoughts have gone through my mind. This was a true partnership. This was a partnership between the Somerset Patriots and the community, and continues to do so. Go ahead, applaud yourselves, because you are the partnership. When we first thought of bringing professional baseball to Somerset County, unusual, because in this partnership, the Patriots said, if we don't pay our own way, if the business proposition can't work that way, we don't want any part of it. We don't want any subsidies. We don't want any handouts. We want a square deal for our community. The Freeholders at that time took the bold step, did all the evaluations, did all the number crunching, and said this could work. And because of their tremendous partnership, one that is not forgotten, one that continues, we are able to go forward with the New York Yankees. The New York Yankees. The New York Yankees. Let me close it with this. People said, did you ever dream this would happen? And I'm very honest. I said, no. We were perfectly successful in the Atlantic League, always tops in attendance, usually tops in won and loss records, certainly tops in fan satisfaction. Tops, we were happy. And then came along the New York Yankees. And through this partnership, we have agreed to make this the state-of-the-art minor league facility so that every ball player that comes through here will be able to reach their maximum potential. There was competition. Please applaud the players. There was competition. In the end, we were chosen. We are proud of it. We're proud of all of you. And wait till you see what happens this year. Let me introduce the co-chairman of the Somerset Patriots, Jonathan Kalafer. Jonathan Kalafer, please come forward.
Good job. Wow, this is simply amazing. It's an amazing day, and we're celebrating an amazing thing. And as we stand here today at the realization of a dream that most people would not even dare to dream, I just want to say, Dad, I'm so proud of you. You dared to dream that dream. And then you put in the hard work and dedication necessary to make that dream a reality. And I can't help at this moment but think back over 20 years ago at the beginning of this journey and the genesis of the Somerset Patriots. And over the course of time, through the rhythm of the seasons of baseball, we had 6 championship seasons, and then came a partnership with MLB, and then came this. And I can honestly say I've never looked forward to the baseball season more than I'm looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to being excellent partners for the New York Yankees and providing the best possible experience for our fans, their players, and the community. And now, I would like to introduce somebody who I know shares a lot of the same feelings as I do, my co-chairman, my brother, Josh Kalafer.
Thank you. It is never easy following either our dad or Jonathan, my brother and my co-chairman. But when you follow them both together, back to back, it's even more difficult. But it's an honor and it's a joy. And Jonathan so beautifully put into words how he and I together feel about our dad, that in the interest of making sure we keep this going, I won't go on any more about that. I think most of the people here, whether they know us one-on-one or we see each other in passing, just know exactly how proud we are of our dad and our mom and how grateful we are to be their kids. And being grateful is an important part of the brief remarks that I want to share. We have done a lot of things over the past 21 years here at TD Bank Ballpark, and we've all done it together. And when I say together, we've done it with the wonderful people we work with, we've done it with the wonderful people who come out to the ballpark, and we've done it with, in a way, everybody in the community. Over the course of those 2 decades, doing what we've done together, never did we imagine we would have an opportunity to be a part of the New York Yankees organization. And so as today is the official kickoff of that affiliation and that partnership, it is the beginning of yet another incredible chapter on this long and beautiful journey that we are so grateful to be able to share with you, everyone in this community. In closing, I would just like to say it's extra meaningful to our family to have the partnership with the New York Yankees here at TD Bank Ballpark in Somerset County because of how much we love Somerset County. We live in this community, we work in this community, we're so happy to spend our free time in this community. To put it simply, we love Somerset County with all our hearts, and we're so grateful to be here. So, thank you. Thank you. And speaking of Somerset County, it is my pleasure to introduce Somerset County Freeholder Director, Shanel Robinson. Shanel, come on up.
Thank you for that, Josh. Even though none of us were on the Freeholder board when this stadium was built, we reap the benefits. And I would like to acknowledge my colleagues, Freeholder Brian Levine, Freeholder Brian Gallagher, and Freeholder Melanie Morano. We would like to thank the Patriots, Steve Kalafer, and the Kalafer family for the past 2 decades of baseball partnership here in Central Jersey. Somerset County could not have a better partner in building healthy family recreation like we have here today at TD Bank Ballpark. I could say that our partnership was culminating in this new partnership with the New York Yankees. But from what I've seen from the Patriots organization, we're going to keep building into the future, and the best is yet to come. And how great is it to be outside in 70+ degree weather today? Perfectly groomed baseball field nestled in a beautiful bar park. You can almost see one of our future Yankees running the bases, stretching their arms around the bag as an umpire yells, "Safe." It's all the more important to be here today because of why we are outside here on November 10th, being socially distanced and wearing our masks. COVID-19 has taken a lot from us this year, but making us change the way we live, work, and play. In this stadium alone, it took the Patriots season, countless family outings, and even our nonprofit partners' use of the county's box to raise money and reward volunteers. And I have to say, when putting together a plan for how to keep their patrons safe, I would recognize the Patriots organization as the gold standard. But true to form, Somerset County is not sitting back and waiting out the pandemic. We're refusing to slow down even as we adjust to the new normal. The Patriots created a brand new team, the Bridgewater Blasters, and held a 12-game season in front of smaller but no less enthusiastic crowds. A few weeks ago, we broke ground on a new municipal building in County Library, Montgomery, at Somerset County. We just held an unprecedented election with no serious errors and even ran up the score with the most voters participating in our history. But nonetheless, today I am proud to be a part of declaring that Somerset County is Yankee country. So thank you for inviting me to be a part of this wonderful moment. I can't wait to come out next year when once again we'll be able to cheer our Patriots onto the field and hear the umpire yell, "Play ball!" So at this time, I introduce to some and present to others the mayor of this great town, Mayor Matthew Moench.
Wow. What an honor to stand in front of all of you today and be able to welcome the New York Yankees to Bridgewater. Thank you for being a part of our community. What's truly outstanding about this event is for 20 years, we in Bridgewater and Somerset County have gotten to enjoy the Patriots, one of the premier brands within our community. The job that Steve and his family have done of building this organization into a true community organization is second to none. And when we combine the brand of the Somerset Patriots with that of the New York Yankees, it's unstoppable. And it's an enduring legacy that Steve and his family are going to leave to this community. And it comes at a time which is even more important for residents of Bridgewater. When we've seen our revenue drop because of COVID, this is the shot in the arm that will help our economy recover, help our tourism exceed its prior benchmarks, and help all of our economy, all of our businesses. I am truly honored to be able to be a small part of this today. On behalf of all our residents, thank you to the Patriots, thank you to the Kalafer family, and thank you to the New York Yankees. If welcoming the Yankees to Bridgewater was not enough of an honor, I get to stand before you today and introduce a man who truly needs no introduction, certainly not to the folks assembled here today. A legend in his own right, a role model to so many young baseball players and families. Please join me in welcoming Joe Torre.
I know there's nobody in the stands that watched me play, but that may have been the quickest I've ever gone from halfway down the line. It's really a pleasure to be here. A friend of mine, Don Zimmer, introduced me to Steve Kalafer, 25 years ago. And just knowing Steve, and of course later on his two boys and his wife Suzanne, they've certainly changed my life for the better. The fact that, well, first off, let me just say, I was raised in Brooklyn, New York, and back in the days when we had three teams here, we had the Giants, and the Dodgers, and the Yankees. Well, I was a Giants fan living in Brooklyn, which was dangerous to begin with. And you always hated the Yankees. And the reason you hated the Yankees is because they won all the time. And when I became a part of the Yankee organization, that also changed my life professionally, because it just, we won. And I had special group. I had Willie Randolph as one of my coaches. I had Sparky Lyle to live up to. And it was just winning. And my ball club, I was very proud to say that my players never got tired of winning. And I think George Steinbrenner would have been very proud of this marriage from Somerset to the New York Yankees, based on the fact that he liked winners. I can tell you that firsthand. And this ball club and this organization, this ballpark, TD Bank Ballpark, has seen its share of winners. And I just want to say I couldn't have been more proud of the connection now with the New York Yankees. And the fact that you're going to have AA baseball here. Now, AA baseball is where you're going to see an awful lot of the prospects, and you may be seeing them leave partway through the season to go join the big club, which would be the parent Yankees. So this is really a big deal. That's all I can tell you. It's a big deal, and I know you're going to appreciate it. Steve and the boys have always been very loyal because you guys have been very loyal. And I think it's a great marriage, as I said, and I'm just happy I could be here today along with my third base coach, Willie. This is pretty special, isn't it, Willow? Look at that. He got a chance to do that a lot when we were scoring runs, you know. And then he would hide out when we weren't scoring any runs because he'd go in and shave between innings. But and of course, Sparky was a part of championship clubs before I joined the Yankees, and he brought his championship feel right here to this ballpark. So again, I'm happy to be a part of this very special presentation. This is historic, folks. You know, the New York Yankees, whether you love them or you hate them, you always respected what they've accomplished and how often they've done that. So again, enjoy what's coming, and in the meantime, please stay safe and be healthy, okay? Thank you very much.